Sketchy house. This is an actual Sears and Roebuck kit house. You could order a home through Sears and Roebuck, pay about $2 grand. They deliver it, and you put it together yourself by number. Today they call that IKEA.
Coming into St. Augustine. Apparently a haunted lighthouse. Going to see it all on the ghost tour this evening. 3:38. Makes sense, it's on the ocean side. Our tree house loft. Need help? Well, there's air conditioning. That is a plus. Look how cute it is. Let's check it out. Nice paint job. Hey, that's kind of cool. Oh, wow. Another cool paint job. Lamps. Treehouse patio. Back deck here. Oh, you get to see in the neighbor's pool area. Very cool. Head with more full paint jobs. Apparently I have not. Shampoo and conditioner. Okay. And that's it. Looks like a fun place.
So here we are, going to go out and explore the town of St. Augustine.
I've given him the house as an inducement to get him to move here and take those jobs. The Flagler picked his own neighbors. He picked that one. He could have built that house for Ingram anywhere he wanted. It didn't have to be next to his. I think he put him next door so that he could keep an eye on him. Today that house is the parsonage of Manse for Flagler Memorial Presbyterian Church. That's the church coming up on the right. The church has a story too. Flagler had a daughter, Jenny Louise Benedict. Jenny lived in New York. She had a baby there, a little girl she named Marjorie. Marjorie only lived a little over 6 hours. Then Jenny developed what we used to call childbirth fever. She was very, very sick. They decided to send her to Florida in hopes that the climate would help her recover. Her father met her boat in Charleston, South Carolina. But by the time Jenny got to Charleston, she was already dead. Flagler was heartbroken at the loss of his daughter and grandchild, and he ordered that this church be erected in time to commemorate the first anniversary of his daughter's death here at this place. That gave his workmen 361 days to build Flagler Memorial Presbyterian Church. Actually did it in 355 days. This is step number 9. Please keep your seat until I ring the bell. Same as when you get off the trolley, get it backwards like you're plugging that ladder. Step number 9. I call your attention to that big brick smokestack over there to the left. That chimney was placed there by the engineer inventor Flagler hired to build dynamos in the room next to the chimney. He He wanted those dynamos to provide direct current electricity so the guest rooms in the hotel can have electric lights. Today those dynamos are on display in the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. You can see them there if you want to. The builder's name was Thomas Edison. A friend of mine graduated from Flagler College in 1972. He says while he was here, he developed some problem requiring access to crawl space beneath the building. They went down there, they found the original schematic for the building, drawn by the hand of Thomas Edison. For the decoration, they provided storage for some 6,000 gallons of water, so the hotel could have hot and cold running water. Not only did this place have electric lights, it had hot and cold running water in 1888. The rotunda there on the right had the dining room for the hotel. Today it houses the dining room for the college. The stained glass windows, you see, they were placed there by the interior designer Flagler hired for this place. That man was relatively unknown then. They are specialized in stained and cut glasses. Today everybody knows his name. Louis Tiffany. Those are early Tiffany originals insured by Lloyd's of London for more than $30 million. See them close up if you want to by taking the tour of Flagler College. I'll show you how to do that. Guy reconstructed in Switzerland, and he wanted to try the internet. There's no one around here, including Smith, doing anything about it. Everything with each step before he took it. Try to be careful not to make any big mistakes when he goes. The miller's range is where he has the thought of the left. Rescuing highly sunbelt consists of crushed coquina rock, sand, water, and Portland cement. There's one to put steel reinforcement in this building, but you cannot buy rebar.
Inside courtyard of the Lightner Museum.
The Lightner Museum was once home to the Grand Alcazar Hotel. It was built in 1888 by Henry Flagler. The hotel was one of the most opulent hotels until it closed in 1932. Now the hotel was designed by a bunch of New York City architects. Now they designed it in the Spanish Renaissance Revival style. This firm is also the one who designed the Ponce de Leon Hotel across the street, as well as the famous Flagler College. Now in the 1940s, in the middle of the Great Depression, a Chicago publisher by the name of Otto Lightner came on the scene. Now he was a bit of a collector, but his collections differed from most by he collected other people's collections. He purchased the Grand Alcazar Hotel, where he turned it into his museum and then turned it over to the city in 1947 of St Augustine to become a museum. It's a great place to visit.
What we do here at the St Augustine Distillery is we make small batch handcrafted spirits. We distill our spirits, and distillation by definition is the process of purifying a liquid through sequences of heating and cooling it. Right, and we do make a few different spirits here. We have vodka, gin, and rum. We are also working on a bourbon that will be released this fall, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah. 99 bottles of rum on the wall.
Built in 1702, two-room, single-story, made out of coquina, but it's got a plastering over it to protect it. When the British arrived, they added the second story made out of wood and carved their holes so the doors would lead out into the street. Today it's run by the St Augustine Historical Society. This is stop number 17. Please wait for that bell. Now I'm going to tell you more about this oldest house. But I like to point out this one as we're driving. But we usually take a turn here, but they've detoured us because of things going on here today, cleaning trees and stuff. Look over here to your left. That's the Chetty House. This is an actual Sears and Roebuck kit house. You could order a home through Sears and Roebuck, pay about $2 grand. They deliver it, and you put it together yourself by number. Today they call that IKEA.
The day he was buried, and those bits and pieces have not decomposed in over 100 years. They're as pink and moist and fleshy and smelly as they were today. They were buried because he was sealed up so airtight within the metal coffin. So, the explosion, that was caused because when we die, our bodies go through a process called putrefaction.
You know what I say? I say maybe. Come on. Maybe. Maybe not. Heaven. What do I know about heaven? Do I look anything like Jesus? No, people say I look like Beetlejuice. Right? But the whole point that I'm trying to get to and that I want to make is there are some guys who go out there and they don't say a word. They're quiet. They're shy. They just die. Fellow number 2 I want to tell you all about, Steve Johnson. He went out there, said nothing. Just before they dragged the man out there, he went to his best buddy and he asked his best buddy to carry his shoes to his wife. Tell the woman to bury him, because she can't even afford to bury my own body. But you know the shoes, they never got to his wife. His buddy didn't have enough heart to tell him what his wife actually thought about him. It wasn't much, and folks, I got those bad boy shoes. Yeah, you know it. They're upstairs. They're upstairs in a part of the building. That is called general population. It is what they say to be the most haunted part of this entire place. And guess what?
What?
Good.
We're going there.
Man, y'all look thrilled.
Would you be?
Sunday, yeah. Hey, I gotta let you know it's a bit dark up there, my friends. If you don't want to come upstairs for whatever reason you got, you head out that front door, that same door that you walked in. But if you do want to see the rest of the place, follow me through the kitchen.
Alright, let's get a last look of how you look before we go into the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
Is there air conditioning? What were you saying before?
I can smell it.
I was expecting it to be a little bigger. That's the Fountain of Youth.
Ready? How are you?
Fantastic, how are you?
Good. Have you guys been here before?
We have not.
It's an interesting looking little contraption.
Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's like a tripod you can stick up, like. if you're
Oh,
wanting
okay.
to.
Or a selfie stick.
Or a selfie stick if you want to.
We have cups on both sides of the dispenser there by the well. Please help yourself to the water. Be
Okay.
careful with your glasses. They're about 10 feet deep. We will not be able to get them out.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Alright. Let's go drink from the fountain. Thank you. Okay, so this is the fountain.
Is salt water good for you?
Absolutely. 30 to 40 trace minerals. It is unfiltered. We'll be straight to that drink. We will put that with you there every time you get the tap. Right here. Sorry.
Okay, everybody, get ready. Let's go to your ears. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and go!
Is that cool?
This is a shot of a longboat. These were used to come off the big ships, to come ashore when the ships couldn't come any closer due to either coral reefs or sandbars. So imagine a bunch of guys jammed in that ship trying to come through this murky water and plow their way up onto shore looking for Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth.
turtle beans? The turtle beans. Kids with high blood sugars.
Now, folks, as you can see, we appreciate your business. Let's face the facts. You see, we need to sell our goods, and, well, frankly, you need our goods. A perfect marriage. So, let me ask you all something. Now, what could be finer than a freshly ground cup of coffee in the morning? And nothing, exactly. So, for everybody, you can take a look over here. You can see a lovely little coffee grinder, and that'll last you a lifetime. It's compactly sized to fit in any modern day kitchen. I give you the Enterprise Manufacturing Company floor model number 218, which is very easy to operate. See, you put your coffee beans in the top, undo the latch, then you give the big wheel a bit of a spin, and in no time at all, well, you're gonna have freshly ground coffee ready for your enjoyment. And we're selling this entire device for the low price of $12.80, deliverable in 2 weeks in the St. Augustine area. So, what do you say, folks? Anybody interested?
I got a camera place for it.
Alright. We can work out the details later, but in the meantime, I can tell you all like something a bit special. Am I right? Yes, I'll set you apart from the everyday folks. I like the Edison cylinder music player. Now, let's give it a listen. There we go. Now, I'm sure we all recognize this lovely little melody, correct? It's After the Ball by Charles K. Harris, which is sold over 2 million pieces of sheet music due to its heartbreaking story of an older man telling his niece why he never married. You see, folks, while at the ball, well, he saw his sweetheart kissing another man on the cheek. Now, understandably upset, well, he refused to listen to her explanation, and it wasn't until many years later, after she had died, he discovered the other man she had been kissing had in fact been her brother. It's tragic, I know, but what isn't tragic is this type of entertainment can be yours for $32 on the Barrelhead. So
Hi folks, I'm George. Look around this
Nice
bar.
to meet you. I'm glad you're alive. You had me going there for a second.
Your ladies, I want you to look right over in that corner at those fancy sewing machines. You could keep your husband in stitches for years with one of those machines. Up top, baby buddies, high chairs, copper kettles of all sorts. Down below, typewriters, adding machines. Ladies, the latest in ice boxes right over there. The ladies, answer me a question. How are you cleaning your floors nowadays?
Murphy's oil soap. Is that what they used back then? I don't know what they used.
You mean nowadays, man? Listen, I know you don't have electricity yet, and it's a tough job. Using mops and brooms, let me show you a truly modern marvel. Right over here. This is the Leisure Lithium Powered vacuum cleaner right here. Look at this beauty. As you push this vacuum across the floor, you can see the pistons operating. They're creating a suction in that main cylinder, lifting that dirt right up. Now, ladies, there is one thing you need to know about this vacuum cleaner. It is a forward-only vacuum cleaner. Do not make the mistake and pull it backwards. It's going to belch out everything you just picked up. So be careful about that. Now, ladies, you know what this is? You know what this is, ma'am?
Washing machine.
Sounded more like a guess. Do you still have her down at the creek with the washboard and the rocks doing the laundry?
Yeah, don't show this fancy stuff.
Ma'am, it is time to modernize. This is a washing machine, but it's goat powered. That's right.
Goat
back
powered.
here, small pony.
There you go.
City slickers, big dogs, children work pretty well too. Get them on here, get them walking.
wow.
They're operating the lever. The lever's attached to the agitator. Ladies, I have saved you over 30 minutes for every load of clothes, and you're welcome. for you gentlemen, right across the way, the Hebner. $95 horse treadmill. Right over there. Comes in a 1-horse, 2-horse. I can custom make it up to 3 horses. Wow. Zero excitement.
What does it do?
Oh my goodness, I got me a bunch of city slickers. Farmers know what to do with a horse treadmill. City slickers have no idea what to do with a horse treadmill. We're going to hook it up to the Farquhar $235 threshing machine. And you would be able to thresh a whole field of wheat in no time at all.
We're from Florida, we don't have a lot of wheat.
I really have to go in because you city slickers just don't have any idea. That piece of equipment sits right here. There's a big pulley that goes on that wheel that connects a belt to that drive to that pulley. As the horse walks, he turns this threshing machine. You feed the wheat in right here. It's separated inside where the little kernels are pulled off and the straws spit out the back. That's simple. Now this is the boss, Mr. Hammond. He insists that I always show off his portrait. He wants me to dust him down. He's the boss, so if he wants to be dusted, I dust him.
Careful with that dust rag!
You told me to dust you.
I've been listening to your sales presentation.
And?
I didn't hear you ask them to buy.
I work in the warehouse.
There's no money for payroll until a sale is consummated.
I'm trying, boss. I'm trying.
I'm Charles F. Hamlin, proprietor of St. Augustine's oldest store. Fair prices and liberal credit, our policy. We opened our doors in 1875. By then, most of the carpetbaggers and scalawags had been run out, and the tragic Reconstruction period following the Civil War all but passed. St. Augustine was the oldest city in the United States, and it looked it. Then, 1885, a man by the name of Henry Flagler arrived, and within a few years he made this city come alive with prosperity, taking over the railroads, building grand hotels and churches, and even that new jail right outside our front door. As Mr. Flagler continued pushing his railroad down Florida's east coast, he became my best customer, a boon to all of Florida, and to me. Hamlin's sold Flagler goods for Daytona, Palm Beach, Miami, even out to Key West and all the way over to Nassau in the Bahamas. We expanded until we had over 3/4 of an acre under roof, the largest store in St. Augustine and the 3rd largest in the state of Florida.
Hold on here. Coming up. I'm glad we were born in this day and age.
I know, right?
Between the jail and the washing machines, they didn't
right?
have it very good. Uh-oh. Can I stand on the scale?
Oh, how come you pass the ironing?
I didn't know what one of those is today. Why would I?
Making you work on vacation.
Aboard the schooner Freedom, you've got a great crew, a great ship, and they come highly recommended. This is a wonderful tour. You get to go out in the bay, they love to sail, you're not motoring everywhere, and the crew is friendly and can answer as many questions as you have. If you have the time, sign on board the Freedom.